Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. So let's check in, let's see what is happening next week and a half. Today I am using the Dreams of Gaia Tarot for your first cards, and we're going to pull more in your piles. Pile number 1 on your left, 2 in the middle, 3 on your right. Choose using your intuition, and I will see you in timestamps. Hello group number 1, let's see what is up with you next week and a half. You have a choice. I really love the artwork in this deck. I'm going to show you this card from a close-up. See what you're paying attention to. For some of you, maybe you're looking at a snake. For others of you, might be looking at the apple. See what this means to you personally. I'm not going to dive into every symbol here. But in general, what I'm picking up here with this massive tree, it feels like you're making choices next week and a half. In order for you to gain something substantial for long-term growth. This tree is very old and this tree is very majestic. It seems like you're trying to choose which door you need to walk through next week and a half in order for you to be strong in your roots, or to feel strong in your roots, where you are in life and what you are doing. So let's see what other cards will want to say about this situation. I'm going to be using the Super Lunaris deck for this portion of the reading. What are your choices about group number 1? What are you so focused on next week and a half? What are your choices about here? We have the world. It feels like you're looking for a place in the world. You may ask yourself existential questions. You're looking at the world and at your life from this 360 perspective almost, you know. I'm seeing you like you're in a helicopter, thinking what you need to do next, thinking what is the most important thing to you, what you're wrapping up, what you're starting new. It feels like you are an observer of your own life next week and a half. And you're going to have to, no, you won't have to, you will choose to. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself a question. What is it that I am no longer interested in? What is it that I have outgrown in the last cycle of my life? Because what you're doing here, you're wrapping up a cycle, right? We all go through cycles. And you're looking at yourself in the mirror saying, hey, I love you. But in order for me to love you even better, what can I do for you in order to progress? And you're very tapped into your intuition here, so this is nice to see. I'm not seeing no disconnect. I'm not seeing no chaos in your mind. I'm seeing you very calm, assertive, and grounded in your choices here. Yeah, what you're seeking for this lifestyle or routine, or the way you lead your life as the Empress or the Emperor, regardless of your sex here watching this reading. And you want more from life. Next week and a half, you want more from life. You're making choices that are Empress choices, the choices that Empress would make. She's self-confident, she's self-aware, she's very strong, she's very creative, and she knows what she can bring to the world and what she can offer. So she's coming from the self-confidence and self-value perspective, and I feel like that's what all of you doing next week and a half. I really like your energy for the next week. You're very balanced. You're well rested. You're taking care of yourself. You're taking time to reflect. Your energy is balanced. You are not chaotic. You know what you're saying no to. You know what you have to say no to. And what is not making you happy. And it hasn't been for a while. So this is not news to you, whatever this thing is or person is. It feels like you have encountered the same situation before, and you feel like, I don't want to say yes to this. Those who have children, mothers, fathers watching this reading, You will be shown to take care of yourself a little bit more because you were prioritizing your family way too much. If you cannot take care of yourself, you cannot take care of the family as much, emotionally, financially, physically, whatever the case. And your attention is being brought to you next week and a half. Okay, I was slacking. Okay, I wasn't sleeping enough. Okay, let me fix this. So that, for example, I get more sleep, I can do so many more things with my child or with my family, and I am different. My energy affects them as well as their energy affects mine. So we all have to take care of ourselves first and then give to one another. What is the priority next week and a half? What is the priority next week and a half? I'll put it right next to the Four of Swords. Rest. Rest and taking care of your body here. Would it be emotionally, physically, mentally, or all of them together? Maybe some of you are making a choice to prioritize your body or your mental state next week and a half because you're noticing with the snake over here too. This talks about the healing, right? It talks about medicine, for me personally at least. And shedding the old skin. So I feel like a lot of you will be prioritizing your body. With the world card over here, these women are both naked. They're looking at themselves fully, right? And it feels like you want to get stripped off of your clothes in order for you to see yourself for who you truly are. I'm seeing someone checking their birthmarks. I'm seeing someone just looking in the mirror and saying, okay, I really want to have a deeper relationship with you. And it feels like there's so much depth for the next week and a half. Who am I? Where am I going? What do I need to do next? But you sit in your power. You sit in strength. So this is nice to see. What would be worth paying attention to next week and a half? Which area of your life? Which area of your life is worth looking at next week and a half? We have living room and we have stress and fear. Yeah, literally studying some of the fears that you may have had, looking deeper into them, but it feels like you're not afraid anymore. It feels like you have gone through this lesson already. You have acknowledged some of your fears on how this might impact or how stress may impact your life. And next week, you're upgrading yourself in some way. You're stepping up your game. Any important event, particular important event, I actually want to use the tea leaf tarot for this portion. Any important events for the next week and a half that you may have to know about? Two cards want to come out. We'll take those both. And I feel like I want one more. We'll see if we need more. Okay, so we talked about this. Pay attention to your health. This is the first thing that is coming up. So it's like we have two groups in this reading. One group has recognized that and is prioritizing themselves and their health and their well-being. The other will be stepping up to that next week and a half. Dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. And we have money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. I want to pull a couple of cards for these and clarify. Pay attention to your health. I just want one card since we talked about this already. Get enough sleep next week and a half. Listen to what your body is telling you, okay? Get on top of things. Pay attention to your health. Yeah, especially if you haven't checked yourself for a long time, or you know that you were delaying some sort of checkup, or maybe you needed to fix your teeth and you're like, I'll do it later, I'll do it later. Do it next week. We're gonna have book yourself in, take care of yourself. It's very important to take care of our bodies. Dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. Let's see who this is. How can we recognize this person and why is this coming through? Okay, you're gonna hear from someone who may live abroad, or someone who you haven't talked about, or you haven't talked to in a minute. Whoever they are missing you. This person is missing you dearly, and you will probably hear from them if this is not going to be you reaching out to them first, because I feel like it could be at the same time. And this person is mostly sits mostly in the masculine energy, regardless of their sex, male or female. They're very creative, they love to travel, they're quite charismatic. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Let's see, why is this here and what do we need to know? Oof, oof, oof. Okay, we have the moon. So some of you may not know how you are coming across this path, but it feels like it's going to be very natural, because the moon sits in the same column like the high priestess, meaning your intuition is leading you towards where the money is. At first, you may not know the outcome exactly, how things will play out, but intuitively, you may know where you have to go. The next card we have is the Nine of Cups. This is exactly what you've been wishing for and you want it. So do not doubt your intuition when it comes to career, financial matters, and making decisions in that area of your life. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So expect a prosperous time. It may start next week already. You may get hints. Would it be intuitive? Would it be universal? Would it be people coming your way with opportunities, proposals? It's almost like this period of time that is lucky is starting for you sometime next week we're gonna have. I hope this made sense. If you need more content, find me on Patreon, and until the next time, bye. Hello, group number 2. Let's see what is up with you next week we're gonna have. This card came out reversed, and I feel like I should read it in reverse. I feel like for a lot of you, what's happening, especially in your sacral and your root chakra, there is some sort of transmutation, change happening. It feels like energetically something is shifting, but for the better. Some of you, if you had your walls up, if you were very defensive, or if you were dealing with someone who's like this, it feels like this is shifting. Say, for example, if you were very closed off, you couldn't be vulnerable, you had a hard time talking about vulnerable things, or had a hard time in intimacy, physical or emotional. Next week, we're gonna have your attention is being brought to that, to figure out what was keeping you from opening up. This could be a person that you might be dealing with. Let's get more cards and let's see. I'm gonna use the gold foil tarot for you. Let's see what is up next week we're gonna have for you guys. One sec, card on the floor, and I will take it. We have the Four of Cups here. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Judgment. We have the Six of Pentacles. Heavy focus on your finances and your work here. Yeah. You know what I heard with the Four of Cups and the Five of Pentacles? I refuse to suffer financially or to suffer in my career. I refuse. Yeah, of course you do. You're coming through as the Magician here. Feels like next week we're gonna have you wanna try new things when it comes to how you earn your money or what you say in your workplace. It feels like you wanna try something new, a new approach, a new technique or structure. Or it could be an additional way of earning money that you're looking at. You go, you know what, I do not agree not having what I need. It feels like someone is fed up here. I'm talking to a specific group of people. Someone is fed up not having enough or living from wage to wage. Or someone is fed up not being able to have something that they dearly need and want, and it's not such a drastic or massive thing that they are needing or wanting. It's super freaking simple, I'm hearing someone say. I deserve this. I refuse to be in this situation. And it feels like you then use that energy of like, I refuse, you know, almost like anger. You use that energy and you put it into work. It almost like motivates you to get on top of things in order for you to get more money. If you have been slacking yourself, if you are like, I need to do extra work, but you know what? I'll do it tomorrow. Or if you have your own business and you're like, I should do these reels because reels are very popular right now, but I feel like this modern stuff, I really don't like that, but I know this is good for my business. And if I've been saying no to it, I refuse not to commit to myself. I refuse not to commit to my business. It's a very powerful energy that you have next week. We're going to have, and you focus in it on what you want to attain in life. It's almost as if someone is transmuting this energy, working with energy, working with emotion, and directing it exactly where they need it to go. Okay. Very action-based. Action. Yes. I see it, I want it, I will get it. By the way, if anyone is dealing with a person who is not very trustworthy and you feel it in your gut, you don't feel emotionally safe because you don't know what's going to happen, when they're going to message you, when they're going to call you, they appear, they disappear, or you feel uneasy when you are around them because of what they do or how they act, I would say watch it, because next week we're going to have, they may come in, sweep you off your feet again. It's going to be for a short period of time, and then they disappoint you again. So this is for someone very specific here. Whoever might be dealing with a person who is immature and you want a mature relationship and you go, Okay, also, I'm seeing someone really wanting to get into your pants next week and a half. So see what you want to do. Some of you may want to explore that. Others of you feel that you cannot really trust this person with a Knight of Wands and you go, that's not only what I need. I'm not going to break my heart over this. So let's continue. Let's come back to the general. This was a specific message for someone here. What else do we need to know about the next week and a half? Six of Swords, the Sun. Any journeys or trips that you have planned or you will be planning will be blessed. Go out there and enjoy your life. Yes, you might even meet someone and talk about business on that trip or talk about work. Something may come out of it. Could be potential partnership. Okay? Let's pull from the Tea Leaf Tarot. Let's see what else. Group number 2. We have spiritual love. We have not unsuccessful plans. We have excitement. That's literally the firecrackers energy that you'll be in next week. We're gonna have directed consciously. Okay, where you want it to go. Don't scatter it all over the place. Be very precise. We have box. You will receive a gift. Let's clarify this. Let's see. And I'm going to use the Super Lunaris deck so that I have the full deck for this portion. What about spiritual love? What about spiritual love? I'm going to spread the cards. We have the King of Cups. I'm not surprised. This is referring to one particular person in your life. And the Seven of Swords. Someone may be confusing the spiritual love with lust. Just be careful. And we have the Ace of Cups. Now, for others of you, this is an indication that you may cross paths with a potential partner next week we're going to have. In this case, the Seven of Swords is not the negative card, not the caca card, as I like to say, because I really don't like it. In this case, spiritual love, King of Cups, and the Ace of Cups, it's saying there is something that you don't see coming your way. And it's going to refer to your love life, and you will want to take that cup, okay? Those who are dealing with someone who is in and out, and it's kind of like even they pretend to be someone that they're not, you know, and you're like, I don't know who you are truly. Make sure that you don't mix the lust or attachment with actual true love, okay? Let's look at the unsuccessful plans. What is this about? Okay, don't burn out next week we're gonna have. Make sure you have your priorities straight. If you'll try to do everything all at once, one of those tasks may suffer, okay? Excitement, what about that? We have, okay, very applicable, very applicable. Great time with friends. Friendships are really important. You may organize a get-together, a gathering. Someone may surprise you, or someone maybe that you're thinking of, you may want to surprise them, because the next card we have is you will receive a gift. There might be a birthday celebration, anniversary, or just a get together that I'm seeing in the cards. It's going to be very lighthearted, very fun. You will receive a gift. Some of you may receive some sort of a gift from a boss or someone who tends to sit in this Emperor energy, someone who is very in control of their life, very mature, very strong-willed, very strong-minded. Sometimes they can annoy you a little bit because they might be like, I know it better. They can come across like that, but I feel like this is not the case for you. Yeah, this is not the case for you. Whoever this person is, they will want to try something new, or they will want to give something to you that's gonna seem like a risk for them. I don't know why. Maybe if you and your colleague you are best friends, best buddies in the work. You've been working there for 3 years, they've been working there for 4 years, right? And this boss is giving a promotion to you who's been working there for less time instead of the friend. It's like, oh, but I have to give it to you because you may be better, or I trust you more, or I need you for this role, right? So I hope this made sense. Pile number 2. If you need more content, find me on Patreon. And until the next one, bye. Hello, my pile 3. Let's look what we have for you next week. We have 7 of Cups, and it was reversed. First thing that I heard with this, I have made up my mind. I've made my decision. So we're gonna look at which area of your life you're making important decisions next week we're gonna have. And I'm using the Steampunk Kipper in case anyone will be asking. No more choices for me, no more thinking about path A, path B, path C. I don't know what to do. It's in one particular area in your life that you were uncertain about. It feels like you're making up your mind and you're sticking with it. What is this about, group number 3? And you're very peaceful with the decision that you're making here. I'm good here, I'm hearing. I'm good here. I'm good with this decision. Now, this could be as simple as, for example, if you are working on some sort of a project that requires important decisions in your life, you go, okay, I feel like this is the best way for me. And I'm going to stick to it and I'm going to commit to it. I'm going to make the best out of it. Or if you're choosing between a couple of jobs or people or, I don't know, country even to live in. Let's see. This may refer to relationships. What is the best way for us? What is the best way for me? I'm looking after my well-being. I'm looking after my health. I feel like I need to prioritize. It feels like you're prioritizing one thing over the other. With work and occupation, maybe you are very focused on one particular partnership in your life and this was requiring all your attention and your energy. Next week, it feels like you're shifting. You go, okay, I feel like that's the right thing to do for me. Where does your power lie next week? We're gonna have, this is not an English deck. I will translate it for you. It has light and dark aspects of it. We're looking at your power, so we're looking at the light aspect. You have the orange. The light aspect says abundance, a sense of humor, playfulness, creativity, and joy. If anyone is interested, the dark aspect says feeling the lack of energy, feeling that you don't have enough of something, jealousy, being overly serious, being a workaholic, and self-critique. Okay, let's continue. I'm gonna be using, I feel like I want the Urban Tarot. I'm also hearing someone say, why are you making it such a big deal? Why is this so serious? Why does it have to be so serious? Life is short. Let's look at it from a different angle. And the kindergarten teacher ties into your power very well. She's smiling. She's looking at kids playing. There's this playfulness, looking at life from a bright side of... Wait 1 second. There is a message coming through for someone who is trying to decide what to do about an environment. Should I go there? Should I move there? Would it be a different department? Would it be a different home? And your cards are saying you already know what needs to be done. Why are you doubting your decisions? Let's continue. Princess of Discs. 2 of Cups. 5 of Cups. 2 of Wands. And the Emperor. If you've been dealing with someone who is my way or highway, it feels like you want to put boundaries in place. Or at least talk to them and tell them how it comes across and how this makes you feel. Could be a work situation, could be a romantic or a friendship. I'm hearing someone say, you know what, this disappointed me. Or someone may be saying that to you. I don't know. It can always be vice versa. This situation made me very disappointed. I feel like I have to talk about this. I feel like I have a lot to say. With the Princess of Swords over here, she has her speech ready, okay? Some of you might be telling a speech here in front of other people, but I feel like that's a relationship situation here. It's private matters of some sorts. You're acknowledging also what is that ghost on your path that wasn't maybe allowing you to feel independent, or it was disrupting your independence or a sense of self-sufficiency the next week we're gonna have. Yeah, what was keeping you feeling like you're a bit imprisoned, you know, like, ugh, I can't get through this. There are a lot of realizations that will come through next week and a half. A lot of you will be wanting to seek for pleasures of life next week and a half. Would it be cooking yourself a really good meal or going to a really good restaurant and just giving yourself that pat on the back, how much you've done, how much your body has done for you over the past years, and just really wanting to celebrate yourself for even the little achievements. So don't forget that. This is really important. Importance is placed on relationship with mothers, especially if it's a difficult relationship or challenging relationship. If you are a mother yourself or your own mother, it feels like you'll want to talk about things that were unfair in order to light up the mood or light up the energy. It feels like you don't want to stay in the difficulty, stay in the sad emotion. You want to get things over and done with next week and a half. You're not dwelling, you're not stiff, you're not wasting. I'm hearing someone say, I'm not wasting my time on this. I cannot do anything about this. I'm going to move on. If I can talk about this, I'll talk about it and then move on. Yeah. Something that maybe was making someone feel anxious or stressed. And that's your moving on. I'm going forward. I'm moving on. I'm not waiting, right? The Seven of Pentacles, I'm not waiting. Some of you may go on a trip here. It may be unexpected. You may be pushed to take a trip. You have to maybe visit someone or someone has to visit you, but it feels like it's important. It doesn't feel like a holiday for most of you. It feels like you have to take care of some sort of business here. If anyone is studying or competing for a place, you are going to be a winner. No need to worry about the grades. Obviously, when I say that, don't sit back and relax and go, partying. Keep on studying, but there is no need to worry about the outcome of a situation. You will know the answers. Same goes for anyone who's working on a project here. If you tend to rush and leave the house last minute, or if you tend to be late, and this is your trait, leave the house early and next week and a half for something important. Because I'm seeing someone caught up in a traffic and then being very disappointed because they were doing something that is less important before leaving the house. And they knew that they had to leave the house earlier, and now they're late to something very important. Could be a flight for some of you, could be a work meeting of some sorts, or whatever this is. Late for a contract. If any documents have to be sent out, send them out beforehand, if you can. Okay? You're very goal-oriented next week and a half. If you've been thinking that you need to go to a therapist, this is a really good sign that you need to sign up for that. It's going to be very helpful. It's going to take off the load off your shoulders here. If you're a therapist yourself, you're having a great week with your clients. They're going to be very thankful. You're going to build very strong relationships with them, work relationships. And pay attention to your dreams next week and a half, specifically to do with work or about your finances. Your dreams will be giving you hints. Some of you will want to change the way you look next week and a half. You want to become a bit more youthful. See, you have a very youthful spirit, but sometimes maybe you tend to dress like you're... and dress not who you are on the inside. And you want to match those energies next week and a half. You want to match the inner feeling with the outer look. Anything else? Happiness. Good. I like that for you. Let's pull a couple of cards from the Tea Leaf Tarot Let's see what else we might need to know about next week, week and a half. Any important events? Any important events? Okay, I feel like I want to take them all. We have the rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. It's not just something to avoid, okay? Because teardrops, great personal sorrow. Someone who's cocky, someone who's over the top, someone who tends to be quite angry or maybe passive aggressive. Avoid connections with people like that, or spending a lot of time around them because you'll need that energy for something that you're focused on. We have key, successful outcome of your problems, good stuff, and lobster, financial pinch. Yeah, for some of you are looking at your work, you're analyzing your work situation, you want to know what needs to be done in order for you to have more financial income or to have more money. Some of you know that you have to save for something that you want if you can't get additional hours or if you can't get additional job. You need to look at the way you're spending money. So I hope this made sense. If you need more content, find me on Patreon, and until the next one, chat, bye.